All right, Shalom. Oh, take my head off slacking. Slacking. Oh, here we go. Shalom. First, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shah, Baal Shem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Green Millstone, 'cause those are my elders. And honors salutation to you, Akim is laboring, and our troops sincerity, Shalom to you, and Shalom to the whole elected nation of Israel, including the 1/3. All right, so um, I'm out here once again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shah, Baal Shem, Kakwadash. And, it's um, Monday. I got here on a Monday, so it's Monday the 8th of February 2021. And I hope you brothers been bundled up out there. It's cold. It's single digits here. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's brick fucking cold out here. So um, hope you brothers wherever you at. If there's brick out there, just prepare yourself best possible. Because we is out of season right now. And you don't get sick and all that stuff, just stay warm best way you know how, I can. So so I'm going to just open up with the book of John, St. John. I didn't have a particular subject I wanted to go into, which, I'll touch on some things that's, in my mind that I know that I want to speak on, uh, and then, go from there. Uh, I'll open up this precept that I have in my mind. I want to open it up. Bear with me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Uh, this is the book of St. John, chapter 8, and verse 32. And it says, well, let me start at 31. Yeah, let's start at 31. 30, I'm sorry. As he spake these words, many believed on him. Then said Yahweh Shai to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So, right there, you know, um, that goes for all of us Akim that's laboring, If we continue in the Lord's word, we are truly his disciples, and excuse me, hiccups. But that's something you should think on, as you go every day on your journey. You wake up, that we're out here. The brother, it's a brother that always remind me that, hey, you gotta remember, because I get frustrated sometimes, with that, with the shit, that go on around me, as far as wicked people that do, demons. How people have demons on them and shit, But the brother reminded me a while ago. He was like, you gotta remember, we out here doing the Most High's will, and that's true because you can't worry about anything outside that, doing this work that we do, which is doing the will of the Most High. All right, anything outside that, you shouldn't worry yourself with it because we have this truth, We've been blessed, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah blessed us with this knowledge, and it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly at all. We're not no. I watched the sit down Apostle Bar that he did a while ago. He was like, we not know any kind of men. We're somebody to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and that's true. Because in this world, the scriptures tell you that we are humble, but we are despised. In this world, we are despised, even among our own people. you know, and our own people don't value having men of the Lord out here to teach them that can be helpful unto them being granted salvation. But you know, many of our people are wicked. You know, 2/3 to be exact. You know, so they don't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that we have. You know, they're not blessed to know the things that we know. You know, all the mysteries. You know, to the kingdom of heaven. They don't know about prophecy. All right, they don't know what the will of the Lord is. You know, for America. All right, they don't know, or they don't want to accept that they're Israelites. They don't want to accept that we're the Lord's chosen beloved. Okay, so you know we've been blessed, you know, and many times when we speak to our people, you know there's always contention there because the wicked of our people, they got demons on them. You know what I mean? All right, so though we're not physically free, spiritually we are free. Spiritually we are free, you know, because we know the truth. All right, so you know everything else really is you know things we just have to endure. You know what I mean? Because just like Paul said, you know, though his outward man perish, his inward man is renewed day by day. All right, his spirit is renewed day by day. I mean, all right, because because having this truth is so vital to our spirits because it's comforting. You know, that's why Paul said, "Comfort one another with these words." You know, talking about the words of the Lord. All right, the words of the Lord are very comforting to our spirits because we have to endure so much in this society, man. We are already in captivity, and we have to fight the spiritual fight, you know, against Esau, all right, and his wicked government, all right, as far as to teach our people this truth, and then you have our own people coming against us. You know, you can't let that discourage you. All right, because if you let that discourage you, you may become faint-hearted, meaning you may be faint in your mind. All right, and you don't want to do that, you know, because uh, uh, um, you know you it can cause you to stumble. You know, it can cause you to stumble, and hopefully, but hopefully it don't cause this. But you know, some brothers, some men have failed short because they were so worried about what the world think of them, or um, or how the world viewed them, or how their family viewed them. You know what I mean? And that's something you shouldn't worry about. You know, partaking in this knowledge, man, in this truth. All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse. Uh, well, I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahweh Shai, who in presence am base among you, but being absent am bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." You know, and that's so true. You know, this is a spiritual fight we're fighting. You know, all right, because it goes on to say, verse 4, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." Yeah, you know, we're when we come and speak out here and we talk to our people. You know, we're breaking down the strongholds that's been taught for generations now since we've been in this captivity. You know, that was Slakia for the noise. That was uh, the officers always. I don't know why you centurions. They be peaceful with me. You know, I just say that. You know, they just always come by and blow their horn away. You know, so I just be peaceful back. You know, well, I think one or two of them is Jake. I think they may be the young Jake on the force. You know, but Shalaki for the noise. Um, so like I was saying, you know, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. All right, you know, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Yeah, yeah, you know, it's not a carnal thing, you know, as far as what we warring against. All right, we're warring against spiritual things, okay? Because it goes on to say in verse, let me read 4 again. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." We're trying to pull our people out of Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Rastafari, all that stuff. Everything that our people are into, that's against the scriptures, all right? And that's what got us in captivity in the first place. We against that, and we speak to our people so they can come out of those things, all right? And a lot of our people, well, 2/3 of our people they're gonna hold strong to that, So we're not out here for all our people. We out here for the elect. All right, the scriptures speak about the elect, all right, which we out here, we out here doing our best to reel in the elect, so that the elect may be sealed, okay? Because that's what the Most High is concerned with, and the Most High is His Son, and His Son is concerned with the elect. Just like Paul said, he'd do all things for the elect's sake, okay? And that's the reason why we doing this. We are doing all things for the elect's sake, because the Most High has an elect, all right? Lord willing, we all a part of that labor in truth and sincerity, Verse 5, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai." So, that's what we do. We out here, and we not only that, we defending the gospel as well. All right, because the gospel, well, let's break down the gospel. All right, the gospel is what? That us so-called Negroes, or so-called Latinos, or so-called Native Americans, we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes. Okay, and the kingdom of heaven is for us. All right, the Most High is a so-called black man, His Son's a so-called black man. All right, the children of Israel are the so-called black and brown people that's over here on this Western Hemisphere. All right, so long as they father descended from one of us, and also the Israelites that look like the other nations. All right, but they still Israelites because they come from our lineage, our bloodline. Okay, they come from the same pedigree. All right, by the house of their fathers. They may look like those other nations, but they're not. All right, they're actually Israelites. Okay, what we call confusion of faith Israelites. All right. Verse 6, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. All right, so that's what it is, man. And we have a fight spiritually that is already a hard thing to endure in itself, because these jakes come at you all kind of ways, man. Okay, these jakes come at you all kind of threats. They come at you. They come at you with threats. Police get calling us at times, even though we're doing the righteous thing. We're not out here physically fighting and trying to prove that we're a tough guy. We're not out here trying to be tough men physically. All right. I mean, we're tough spiritually. All right. We grow tougher and tougher spiritually every day, but we're not physically tough. We're not out here teaching you how to fight and shoot guns. No, we're not out here about that. We're all about doing the Lord's work. Breaking down the scriptures to you. All right. Telling you prophecy. All right. The scriptures tell you the Most High said, "What? Speak down to the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth." All right. That's what we're doing. All right. We out here telling you about the different things that's going on, like the famine, the pestilence that's here. All right. The wars, the rumors of wars. All right. The children of Israel being persecuted. The great tribulation that we have to face. All right. Our time of trouble, which is here. All right, which has begun. Right now we're in a spiritual fight against the top nation right now, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with their elites, which are the central banking families. All right, on down. We're up against them. They're trying to physically do away with us, man. I was just reading, not reading, but I was watching the news earlier, right? And a lot of things about Esau society is coming to light. That's the Most High making Esau bare. All right. Zantac, basically the corporation that makes Zantac, the antacid pill. And you got the little tablets in the pill form. Yeah, pill too. Strong concentrated pill form. Well, what happened was uh, they said it came out in like 79 or 80, 1979 or 1980, right? And they knew that they had a thing called NDMA or EDMA, something like that. I forget it was the acronym. You can look it up, but it causes cancer. And it was a thing that even the scientists and the doctors back then even acknowledged that, yeah, it causes cancer without a doubt. It's used to it's used to uh, uh, um, test cancer, uh, or how basically they use the they put it in guinea pigs or in lab rats to find out what kind of types of cancers it causes and all that stuff. But it but it definitely without a doubt caused cancer, and they knew this, right? But they still allowed it to be put on, in this Zantac antacid pill, and it's an over-counter drug. So they allow it to be sold over the counter to people. And I thought myself, like, because I have real bad acid reflex. I was like, man, I've used it in the past. I've used it, and I was like, damn, it's so many ways that our people. It's so many ways that our people is being faced with death, man, and it's like we warn you, or we report on the things that we know Esau up to, that we report on those things and warn you, all right, and the nerve of you would come against us like we're telling you something wrong, all right. But think about all the people among your loved ones. I've had people in my family catch cancer, man. You don't know what it's from, but I do know that GMO food causes carcinogens, which is cancer cells, and so is this Santac over the counter antacid pill. It causes cancer too, because I've seen a lot of people over the years take that Zantac 75 outside myself. All right, and so to find out that, because a lot of things about, notice a lot of things that that Esau is doing. All right, you notice that, or basically he's been doing. A lot of that stuff is actually coming to light, man. The Most High is bringing a lot of that stuff to light. All right. Matter of fact, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's get on that, because I was going to do a sit down on it actually, and I'm just going to go right into it because it's crazy, man. Um, it's crazy how we're taken advantage of, man, and it's so much. As far as that's just one aspect of Esau, or not one aspect, but that's one way Esau tries to do away with us Israelites, man. He been using chemical warfare on us since the beginning, man. That we've been under captivity under these devils, man. All right. Jeremiah 49 and verse 10, it says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." That's Esau, man. Everything that Esau was doing behind closed doors that you didn't know of, like, it's been what, over 40 years now that this Zantac has been on the market. You can just go on right now. You go in any gas station, a corner store, any major market store, and you can buy this Zantac pill. All right, they haven't removed them off the shelves. All right, so um, and the guy that it's a segment. Excuse me, it's a segment on RT America. It's called America's Lawyer. This guy name is Mike Papantonio. Mike Papantonio, and his daughter is actually a lawyer herself, and she's the head. She is the she is the head. She is the head lawyer on the case, because um, basically they discovered a lot of people that have died from it, and they're seeking legal action and financial or compensation for those families. All right, and so they actually right now actively seeking that. All right, and that's pretty bad, man, because uh, over 40 years, man, I'm sure a lot of people have died from that, man. You know, a lot of people. I think it's the appendix, if I ain't mistaken. Let me look that up real quick. Your appendix, right? Your oh shit, man, phone's so wet. Tap me, man. 1 second. But your appendix, right? Your appendix. Let's see what this. It says normally the appendix sits in the lower right abdomen, right? Yeah. The function of the appendix is unknown. One thing is that it. See, let me see. It has something to do with controlling the acid within your stomach, I believe. But it says it regulates the good bacteria and regulates the good and bad bacteria within your digestive system. So that's what it's saying. But I'll look more into it. All right. But anyways, though, you have this thing about acid reflux, though, that you know, many people have it. You know what I'm saying? And so what people do is they take antacids for them. But it's a thing called peptide or peptid that you can take to actually get rid of that. You know what I mean? And also a good way to get rid of acid reflux is chewing herbs. I chew ginger. And what I've noticed is ginger helps with that. I've been chewing ginger for years. I've been chewing for about about 6 years or so, but about 5 or 6 years or so. But I know it helps with that the acid reflux. You know what I mean? Even when it build up in your stomach. Ginger is really good for that. But what happens is you go to the store and you thinking that you're getting it's like it's snowing on the camera. But basically, you go to the store. You think you're getting this pill to help you um, with your acid reflux, and it's actually doing more damage than anything. All right, it's something that's actually affecting you, internally, and you don't even know it. So every Zantac pill, they got the chewable ones. You got the ones you take, you swallow whole. The regular pill, you got the chewables. But you taking this over-the-counter antacid drug, and you thinking this helping your acid reflex out, and it's really creating cancer cells in you. All right, it's all right. So here you go, right here. It says NDMA is classified as a probable human carcinogen, a substance that could cause cancer. So that's what it's called, NDMA. It says based on results from laboratory tests, NDMA is a known environmental contaminant and found in water and foods, including meats, dairy products, and vegetables. All right, so this is something this is actually a chemical, all right, that they actually put in your food, water, all right, including your dairy products, your meats, and your vegetables that causes cancer. Now that should make you think right there. They already spraying these which is Monsanto's. It's been a big thing with Monsanto's. That causes cancer, and they may have it may have an NDMA in the Monsanto's. The pesticide spray they spray on everything, all your fruits and veggies. You know, they on top of the chemtrails. I mean, you gotta think about it, man. We're up against a lot, man. All right, we're up against a whole lot. All right, we're up against a whole lot of things, man. So the Most High is making Esau bear, man. Everything that Esau was doing, and you wasn't aware of it. You didn't know it was coming. It was happening. I'm sorry. You didn't know it was happening. Well, the Most High is letting it be known to you by using us as vessels to bring it out. All right. The Most High is bringing out Esau's wickedness before your very eyes. All right. That links up with Second Thessalonians when it says that man of sin may be revealed, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. He's out. The so-called white man Esau, again with their elites, the central banking families, they out to destroy us, man. And you out here fucking coming against us like we're doing something bad, man. They out to destroy us, and they doing everything in their power to do away with us, to basically try to kill off all of us Israelites, right? And you Jakes out there got a problem with us telling you about it, man. Basically, all right. Which don't make no sense, but hey, that's because you're so wicked, man. All right. That's Esau, man. He's a wicked man, very treacherous, man. Isaiah 24 verse 16 it says, "From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealer have dealt treacherously, yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously." All right, that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. I mean, isn't that treacherous, man? To basically give someone that, man, that give someone some food or even the water they drink. All right, whether it's meat, whether it's vegetables, all right, the water, maybe water in your bottle that you buy from the store. All right, because certain plastics, a lot of them plastic bottles have different chemicals in it that affects the body. You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white man is dealing treacherously with us on so many levels, and yet you would come against us for telling you the truth. All right, this is hold on. I keep wiping my screen off. It's snoring real. It's like I don't know if you know, but it's snoring really big flakes though. So Shalakia, it's like it's snoring really bad. So bear with me. I have to keep on wiping my screen off. It says treacherous from the online etymology. It says treacherous from Old French treacheros, treacheros. It says deceitful, cheat, deceiver, liar, imposter, trickster. Hey man, come on, man. Why you think that we call a so-called white man a devil to begin with? Is he not a deceiver? Did not he deceive the whole world thinking he was the Most High? Thinking the Most High looked like him? Huh? Did he paint himself as an image of the Messiah? Our Lord? All right. So he deceived, man. All right. He deceived a lot. He deceived a lot of people, man. He deceived people to thinking that he's us, that he's the children of Israel, when he's not. Okay, absolutely not. All right, and so those things that he's been doing. All right, now they're on front, they up front and on display for the whole world to see. All right, and that's what's going on. And that's exactly what's going on. All right. Why you think Esau's whole purpose is for? It's for to deceive. All right. The scriptures also say what? The deceived and the deceiver are his. All right. This is This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 3. Well, actually, this Revelation chapter 20, starting at verse 1, it says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years." Yeah, that's during the time of the Dark Ages, man. That's before the Renaissance, when Esau came back into power. All right, but what happened was when Rome fell, and all that fell, that stemmed off of Rome. Well, Jake came into power. All right, Jake, predominantly the Southern Kingdom. All right, when they ruled, or the Dark Ages, when the Dark Nations ruled, and one of those Dark Nations, or the main Dark Nations that ruled, was Jacob, which is us. All right, us Israelites. Like I said, namely the tribes of the Southern Kingdom, and those of us that's from the Northern tribes. You have remnants of us. You had numbers of us that were still over there, but the main portion of us was over here already in the Americas. All right. So it's during that time period. All right, when Jake was ruling. That's why you have a lot of those images that come from the Dark Ages, which Esau called medieval times. Being a deceiver that he is. But the truth is that Jake was ruling. All right, Jacob was ruling during that time. All right, Jacob was ruled all in Europe. They had strongholds all through Europe. They ruled. All right, and that's why you have the Russian icon book. All right, and the last of them that went down, some of them was known as Moors, was during the even up until the 1600s. When you had King James, he came, he was an Israelite, so-called black man, all right, from the Southern Kingdom, and he came out of that time period. All right, he ruled. King James ruled the UK, which is the UK today. He what's that, France? All that. You got not France, Slocky, not France. King James ruled. I forget off the top of my head. Let me get it. He ruled a lot of territory over there. Here we go, right here. Slocky, I don't want to get it wrong. It says England, Scotland, and yeah, that was it. English, it was something else. Hold on. England, Scotland, and Ireland, Slovakia. That's what it was. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.